Today's lecture we are going to see about mobile computing and 5G network. Introduction to 5G. The 5G is the fifth generation of mobile networks. It is designed to connect virtually everyone and everything together, including the machine, objects and device. It offers a fast speed and ultra low latency and mobile reliable connections than previous generation. Evolution from 1G to 5G. And first generation analog device 1980s, and second generation introduced digital voice and SMS 1990s, and third generation internet video calls in 2000, and 4G high speed internet and high definition video 2010, and 5G ultra fast data and IoT and smart cities in 2020. Next, the 5G network architecture. They consist of three main parts: and user equipment and radio access network and core network. It used advanced technology like network slicing and MIMO, multiple input, multiple output, and frame-forming. The key features of 5G: extremely high speed data speeds up to 10 gigabits per second, and very low latency and multi-device connectivity, high reliability and energy efficiency. The hardware of in 5G, the small cells for local coverage, massive MIMO, and antennas for improved performance, the network server and routers, and IoT device connected via 5G network. Software in 5G, the network function virtualization and software-defined networking, and the cloud computing for core function, edge computing for real-time processing. The advantages of 5G: the faster communication speeds and support IoT and smart device, low latency for instant response, improves the healthcare and transport system, enhance the virtual and augmentation reality. Disadvantages of 5G: expensive to implement and limited initial coverage, requires the many small cells and possible health and security concerns. Application of 5G: smart city and real-time traffic control and waste management, healthcare, remote surgery and monitoring, and education, online learning with AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality to create the interactive and engaging educational experience that move beyond the traditional methods. This technology enhance the complex topics through hands-on simulation and 3D models, and safe training elements and better knowledge. And industry, smart manufacturing and robotics and transportation, self-driving vehicles, entertainment, 8K streaming and cloud gaming. And 5G and Internet of Things. The 5G enables the billions of IoT devices to connect efficiently. It supports smart homes and wearable technology and connected vehicles. 5G in India. India began 5G rollout in 2022. The major telecom operators like Jio, Airtel and Vi are expanding the coverage. 5G will boost India's digital economy and smart city development. Security in 5G. The enhanced encryption methods, stronger authentication system, network slicing, isolation for data protection. And the challenging and the high infrastructure cost and spectrum allocation issues, compatibility with the older device, and security and privacy challenge. Features of 5G. 5G will develop into 6G with AI integration, will support space communication and autonomous network, the major role in digital transformation. Comparison between 4G and 5G, and the speed, and 4G 10 Mbps and 5G 10 gigabits per second, and latency, and 4G and 5G and device to compare the technology, and used the long-term LIT. The 4G used long-term evaluations to coverage the latency only the 5 to 100 milliseconds, and the 5G used New radio is the next generation of mobile technology. Now see the 5G architecture diagram and control plane and user plane. The service based or reference point representation, the interaction between the network operation is service based, how the 5G architecture is described. One form of the capability made available by an ENF service producer to other authorized the service consumer through the service based interface is a network function service. One form capability made available by ENF service producer to other authorized service consumer through a service based interface is network function service. The network functions may one or more services, which means that a producer may give me one or more consumer access the service based interface. It consists of number of services, each of which is composed of number of producer in the manner of NNRF management or NBSF management and etc. And NRF and the network repository function. This is like a phone book for all the important part of the 5G network. It helps different part of the network to find the connect with each other easily. All of the 5 network function is the operator's network are stored centrally in the network repository function. It's called NRF. And the next one, the policy control function, PCF. PCF set the rules for how to 5G work. It helps the network manage the service and make money by controlling who can do what in the network. And PCF may manage example to develop and implement the policy in a 5G network. The next one, BSF binding support function. When there are many PCF system in the network and PCF helps them work together smoothly and keeps everything organized. The service communication proxy, next one, and SCF acts like a traffic controller inside the network. It guides the data where it needs to go, keeps the network reliable and helps the network run safely and efficiently. Next one is network slicing selection function. The 5G can split the network into parts called slices for different users, NSF, helping pick the right slice for each user services and or apps. And next one is UDM, Uniform Data Management and Data Repository, and like the user manager check what you are allowed to do to manage your access. UDR store your user information, and in order to complete the authentication process, it creates the authentications. And next one is authentication server function. And AUSF to check your identity to make sure you are allowed to the network and protects your privacy, and it's work with other part of keep the network secure and during the registration process. And AMF access the mobility function is in the charge of choosing the proper authentication server function. AUSF, the next one, network data analyze function. This one to collect and study the network data to improve the user experience. It helps the network learn and act smarter based on what's happening. This is a 5G architecture, and thank you for listening.